Stimați președinți Băsescu,
Dear Presidents Băsescu and Blaga, dear friends of the Romanian Liberal Democratic Party and of the Democratic Union of Hungarians in Romania, thank you for your warm welcome here in Bucharest. As opposed to others who were ashamed to meet here in Bucharest and done it in Brussels, we have decided to come to Bucharest to show the whole European Union the importance that Romania has in our eyes. Once again, I feel as at home here in Romania, and I thank you.
queridas amigas y amigos, Europa no necesita más tecnocracia.
Europe doesn't need more technocracy. Europe doesn't need more bureaucracy. Europe needs more democracy. I can only share the point of view of the President of the Commission, José Manuel Barroso. It is the only way for us to regain the confidence of our citizens. Through more democracy, through more transparency, through an evidence-based policy, we'll be able to regain their confidence. We need a clear and fair policy. In Europe, if we want the people to believe us, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in the decision-taking process we've put into place. In the party, we know that the confidence will be regained through our commitments, practical commitments that you can find in our platform, in our party platform, which is our commitment to financial sustainability. It is our commitment aiming at moving towards a banking union, a monetary union, and at the end of the day, a political union. In the platform, we do reaffirm our commitment for more competitiveness in Europe through the labor market reform, through fiscal reforms, in order to alleviate the administrative burden, but also in order to promote job creation and enterprise creation in order to create more employment for the youth. It is our commitment in favor of a quality education leading to a quality job. It's also a matter for the parents to educate and teach their children as they want. It is also our commitment in favor of a digital society. We want the cohesion policy to serve the interests of a sustainable development, and this can be summarized in 3 words: jobs, jobs, jobs. Dear friends, this political party platform is a commitment for Europe. It is a compromise, an internal compromise, but it's also a vote of confidence sent to the outside, and that's exactly what the Europeans need. Every step in the right direction means a lot of efforts to be made at national level, efforts that can take the shape of more solidarity or sometimes of very needed reforms, but we will get the reward of these efforts, and we have to feel reassured by all our achievements in the past. Past efforts which were always successful. As Secretary General of the EPP and in collaboration with our President Martens, I could witness a lot of major changes within the European Union. Some of these changes were led to major successes, others led to crisis. But until now, we've always been successful in moving forward all together. And this is quite the case of the European People's Party. You can say that we lived up to our set challenges. We developed our work a lot. We changed a lot since we were created many years ago. The EPP summits were always the determining factor of progress towards more reforms. The most important reforms ever taken in the last 50 years. Of course, it goes without saying that we could count on interministerial cooperation. More than 50 meetings were organized to improve the coherence between the issues tackled at the highest decision-taking level. In the framework of our Congress, we discussed about many resolutions which were drafted and submitted to the ministers before the Congress. It is the tangible, concrete result of our work. We were successful in preparing the EPP so that it can play its role and it can assume its responsibilities as a European political leader at European level in a decisive moment for the European development. Now that there are a lot of uncertainties, our European Party is one of the most important players in this European construction. And our legitimacy comes from our 35 years of existence. If we want to be a real political union, we have to work for stronger European parties. As a European party, we have this responsibility. The moment of truth will arrive when we are able to fully live up to this responsibility. It is the responsibility of all of the parties, members of the EPP, and our responsibility is much greater than the responsibility of any other political party. The world is holding its breath, expecting what's going to happen with our single currency. Some consider that if it was to disappear, our European project would disappear also. Those people live in Europe, and these people envy us. And that's the reason why I told you that we have a greater responsibility. Our values, our principles, won the fight of the ideas in the 20th century. The wall, the Berlin Wall, collapsed more than 20 years ago. And with this, the communism and socialism also failed. And to cut a long story short, the social market economy prevailed. Some are losing their time to debate about the interest of competitiveness or growth. Many socialists drew all the blood out of their economy, and now they want to give us lessons about how to govern our governments. And they give us lessons on how to exit the crisis. But there is no panacea, there is no miraculous solution of the left to recover from the crisis. The only way to recover from the crisis will be to make the efforts needed to do so, such like the efforts made in Ireland or in Spain or in Italy. We have to adapt our economies to the euro if we want the euro to sustain. And that's what we are doing in those countries. And that's what all the other countries which want to share the single currency should do. It would be an historical moment to forget about the past and to forget that these countries made huge efforts to stay in the euro. The European Union is the only project in the world aiming at state integration, economies integration. And we never experienced such a long moment of peace in Europe. And this led to the granting to the European Union of the Peace Nobel Prize. To close my intervention, dear friends, I'd like to tell you that those with us today, those in the family of the EPP, are here because they believe in the future of the political European Union. And to those who want to divide Europe, to those who want to combat our single currency, to those who don't share the values of the European Union, I clearly say, we need more Europe. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,